Hi there, welcome to the fourth episode of JiraTrix, where we decode the Jira matrix with weekly tips and tricks. I'm David, I've been using Jira for over 10 years, and today we are tackling a big question for mid-sized organization. Is Atlassian Access a must-have or is it just optional? Atlassian Access is included with the enterprise plan, but you need to purchase it separately if you are on other plans, and it's not so cheap. 100 user subscription will cost you $4,000 annually, and prices increase fast. So let's understand what are the main features part of the Atlassian Access toolbox. First of all, the SAML single sign-on. So the idea is to simply signing into Jira, Confluence, and other Atlassian products. If Google Workspace is your only tool, SSO comes standard and no Atlassian Access is required. But if you are using other tools and need SSO, Atlassian Access is mandatory. If you don't have an identity provider, you can get an Okta account for free with when you subscribe to Atlassian Access. Let's check the next one. So enforce two steps verification. If your users connect to Atlassian with their Google or Microsoft accounts, you can enforce the two steps verification in Google or Microsoft Active Directory. So you don't need necessarily Atlassian Access for that. Organization insight. That's some statistics showing you how much your team uses Atlassian product. It looks like this. You get the number of active users per product. It can be useful to understand when you need to perform some user cleanup, for instance. Next one, user provisioning. This one helps to automate your user lifecycle. Onboarding, offboarding, and permissions can be linked to groups in your company directory. For smaller teams, updating your Atlassian directory manually might also be okay, especially if everybody should get access to everything in your Jira or Confluence. And you don't have to set up complex permissions. Then API token controls help check how often tools talk to your Atlassian products. If no external tools are chatting with your stack, this feature might not be necessary. Then security integrations keeps an eye out for any sneaky business. Do you have other security measures in place with other security tools? Then this might be extra. Organization audit logs. Those keep records of user activity and access changes. If your team's on the smaller side, these might be more detailed than you need. Next one, Active Directory Sync. That one keeps everyone's details matched up across systems. When someone changes their name and you update your identity provider, the update is automatically pushed to your Atlassian product. Finally, 24/7 critical issue support is there if you run into major problems anytime. But if your team is smaller, this might not be a must. So, should you get Atlassian Access? Think about what your team needs. If you're playing in the big leagues with lots of users and security needs, Atlassian Access is the ultimate tool. For smaller teams, you might save that money for something else, maybe a team lunch, because sometimes the best security is like the best lunch, exactly what you need, nothing more. That's all for today. If this video helps you decide on Atlassian Access, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more tips. If you get any questions or stories to share about Atlassian Access, leave us a comment below and let's catch up in the next video. Thanks for watching.